Hello everyone, and welcome back to our jungle expedition here in the South American wilds, where we are watching as the beautiful Queen Desiree swims in the water in front of her two new little cubs. You guys, look at them! Oh my gosh, we were so busy searching for those centipedes, the Amazonian centipedes that we found on our expedition last time, and so busy with the brand new hyena cub that was actually born in the Laughing Court that I missed out on these two. And since the jaguars are indeed some of the very important royalty of this land, I definitely want to pay attention to these two little cubs. Look at them! They're following their mom through the water, and it's the cutest thing. We really do need to make this area look so much nicer for them. All right, while we wait for them to come out of the waterway, let's actually go ahead and add in some mossy rocks. Because the jaguars really seem to love spending time over here, which is very nice, because in real life, jaguars do love to swim. They're very powerful swimmers, and they will actually hunt for fish. They will hunt for caiman, too, which are, if you guys don't know what caiman are actually crocodilians. So basically they're like very long, thin crocodiles, and they're still very strong. They primarily eat fish, but the jaguars will actually go hunting for them, which I think is just so amazing to think about how these cats could look into the water, see a crocodile, and think, yeah, I'm gonna eat that. That's a lot of confidence that I think they have. Alright, let's actually put this rock like right over here so that they can just walk down and like leap off the edge into the water. Oh, look at that! King Abir is here and he is actually very hungry out of the blue. What the heck? Oh, he feels like there's not enough space. Okay, we're actually gonna put him in the storage center before they fight. There we go. And I think that oh no, Queen Desiree! Did adding in, I think adding in the rocks actually cut off the space. Did that help? Queen Desiree! That rock I added in actually cut off the space that they felt like they had, I think. Yeah, look at that! Okay, take away that rock again. What do they think? Take away this rock. Now what do they think? Okay, so don't put a rock over there. Noted. Sorry, Queen Desiree. But alright, since Queen Desiree has given birth to these two adorable babies, whose names I will reveal to you guys in just a second, we will go ahead and move King Abir, the male jaguar, into storage for now. And I'm actually hoping that perhaps one of the things we can focus on is providing the royal jaguar king with his own territory, maybe over here. I think it'd be really fun to have a challenge to actually make another mountainous area that we could put a jaguar right over here so that we can separate the males and females when they are not ready to breed together. So anytime a female jaguar will have her babies, then she will definitely chase away any of the males who might be lurking in the area, since they could potentially be deadly to her children. Jaguars are like most big cats, where the males will actually kill any of the young that they come across in the territory if they don't feel pretty confident that those could be theirs. And the female jaguar will work really hard, just like female tigers, to chase away the males from her den and to chase them away from her kits. Oh, look at that! What a strong princess we have here, already hunting on her own. But the female jaguar will work very hard to try to chase away any males who might threaten the well-being of her cubs. So, look at this group! Oh my gosh, they're already eating. I'm so proud of them. So, for that reason, I think it'd be really great to have two separate areas. And we can bring the male in whenever there are no more kits, and we can go ahead and have some new babies be produced. Oh, look at that! They are such strong little huntresses! And then we could also have a place where King Abir could still be admired by all of his admirers, like these folks, when he is not here for breeding. So we're going to work a little bit on that today. And I wanted to spend a little bit of time with the cubs. Princess Song, who is the younger of the two. She's very lovely, and I love the name Song. That was very nice. She's actually pretty healthy. She's a little bigger, she'll live a little longer, she's fertile, she has decent immunity than like an unhealthy jaguar. However, I think we have finally found the one who will inherit Queen Desiree's territory. That's gonna be Princess Kaliesha. And I totally messed that up again. I know that's from Game of Thrones. I know it is, and I totally have a hard time pronouncing that, so just bear with it. No pun intended, because I'm sure we're going to be adding in some bears at some point. But Princess Kaliesha here is the gold level female who is perfect for inheriting her mother's throne here at this temple area. Also, okay, Toy, for crying out loud! Dang it, we got a fine because Toy, the brand new baby boy hyena, escaped in the laughing court for a second. That's very apt. I have a feeling that he's extremely playful. No, calm down everyone. It was just a hyena. Oh no, Sienna, don't. Oh no, when did you? Sienna went and she actually matured on us, which I didn't expect. She's much smaller than Garden, as the females usually are. We have to wait for Garden and Ritsu to actually age out before we can change the laughing court. But I actually think this would be a really great place to leave as a hyena den. What do you guys think? Here, let's do a poll. Like, let me know in the comments, should we always leave the laughing court as a hyena den? It means we'll have to spend some of the precious bits of the golden artifacts that we find for the map. Okay, let me try that again. It means we'll have to spend some of our golden-eye tree frogs, some of our golden red-eye tree frogs on getting more hyenas in, but I think it could be worth it. Garden, for crying out loud, all of you are going to spook the guest. Let's go ahead and finish getting this barrier wall installed, because they're being silly. I'm not terribly surprised, though. They are hyenas. Alright, we'll pull this over. The crumbled down remains of some ancient wall, some ancient home. I can't wait to fill in this cave with all sorts of cool, like broken pottery pieces. That's going to be fun too. What do we have here? Oh, education is getting up. Yay! However, like I said, today I wanted to focus on making the area look nicer for our jaguar cubs. And maybe trying to make it so that they can access more of their land. Let's actually try that out. Because it seems like they were having a hard time traversing the land. So let's look at the habitat, traversable area. Oh, there we go. I think I needed to remove that boulder and now they can get up and down over here. Excellent. And they can climb up here. And they can climb up here. And we want to make it traversable back here. Whoa. Back here as well. Let's see if we can manage to make that happen somehow. Okay, push this in a bit. Then smooth that out some. Maybe flatten the terrain a little bit. Smooth, smooth. Alright, what do you guys think about that, huh? Is that a little bit better? So maybe... Almost, almost. Now we have like a little patch where we could put them to nap. Like maybe we can put down some leaves for them to be able to nap on. Oh, Desiree is 17! I didn't realize she had gotten so old, you guys. Oh my gosh. King Abir is not that old, so it might make for a really interesting conundrum when it comes to figuring out. Alright, can she traverse that? No, she cannot. What about if I pull this? What if we smooth this down? Smooth that down. Smooth. No, huh? What about this? Okay, that made more traversable area there. Maybe we can make something where they can climb up here. Ooh, maybe we could put down some, like, nice moss rocks. The answer is always moss rocks. In kind of like a stepping stone pattern. Maybe that's what we could do. Let's try that out. Ooh, or maybe forget the moss rocks. Maybe we could just straight up put an ancient stairway right here. Let's see if the moss rocks work, but if they don't, we'll put down a stairway. Okay, they don't. So let's see if we can put down a actual like stairway. And if we can make some ancient ruin stairs that can let our jaguars climb up. Because that would be really cool. Just having a bunch of these staircases that kind of lead into nowhere would make this area look awesome too. Alright, there's those. What do you think, Desiree? Do you think it would actually rest on top of the temple? I don't know why I haven't thought about that before. Oh, look, you guys! She can do it! Oh, that's so cool! She can actually go up those steps. Alright, let's actually make it so there's a little bit more room here to maybe be able to traverse. There we go. Maybe push this in just a bit. Definitely push this in a bit so she has a bit more room. Because this is to celebrate Song and Kaliesha. Kaliesha is definitely going to inherit this territory too. There's just no doubt about it. She is way too important of a gold jaguar. Alright. What do you think, little one? Oh, I think somebody's trying to walk up here, you guys. She's like playing with the grass. Oh my gosh! Princess Song! Look, they can actually traverse up here now. Oh, that makes me happy. There's a walkable escape point right here. That's really useful to know. I very much appreciate being warned that we need to like yank that out just a teensy bit. But how fun is that? We can now have people stand right here and possibly watch the jaguars walk up this direction. That would be amazing. And let's actually grab this climbable platform and we're gonna move it. Can I rotate it? Just so, actually forget this. Let's grab the stone staircase again. Watch the cats basking on top of the temple. That would be amazing. Alright, let's see if we can line this up just right. We'll put this here. There we go. And line it up with the spots where they can relax. And then put this down here. There we go. Let's remove some of these rocks. Or at least move them out of the way a bit. Like so. Oh, I'm excited, you guys! I don't know why I haven't thought. Why aren't we using the stairs? Yes! Thank you, little jaguar cubs. Trying to improve this land for you has greatly increased how we're going to make this look. Alright. So far, so good. I think we need this down a little bit more. Alright, what do you think, my queen? Almost, almost. She can come down here. This doesn't count as traversable up top. I wonder if that's because... Are these like individual stones? No, interesting. So they're floor walls, wall floors. Yeah, a temple wall floor. But they don't count as something you can walk on. Maybe if I scooch it down a little bit. No, that's just the way. I just really loved the idea of the little kits being able to sit up on top of the temple where they could watch over everyone, like right up here. Here, we'll put down a couple spots of grass up here. And maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe they'll figure it out and they'll decide this is perfect for me. And otherwise, we'll put down a couple spots over here where hopefully the jaguars will think, oh, this is also a perfect spot to go ahead and rest, because that would make people very excited. And you know what, while we're at it, I think we'll put a couple more spots in here too. Because that seems like a good natural den. Though so far she really seems to have preferred this den right over here. She's used this den multiple times. Alright, so what could we add in to make our jaguars even happier? Lo and behold, they're actually like 1000% happy, but they would love to have more plants. Of course, little princesses! Let's give them some more plants. Because why not? Let's do... Ooh, bromeliads. Oh, that'd be so nice. Just a bunch of bromeliads. across the top of the temple. That's actually really fun. Oh, cool! Alright. I will totally fall for that challenge. There we go. Just patches of bromeliads. Don't mind us. Clinging to the rocks of the temple. There we go. Monkeyface orchids. Let's see. Actually, I purposely put these moss rocks like this so that they would create platforms that we could put bromeliads, we could put air plants, and that we could hang moss from over here if we wanted. Because these orchids are so beautiful. They're called monkeyface orchids because if you look closely, it kind of looks like they have a monkey's face on them. There are many orchids. The ghost orchid is another beautiful orchid that I'm quite fond of. There are so many hundreds of variety of orchids. They become like a life obsession for some people. There is a photographer who spent like the better part of several years trying to go into the remote parts of the swamps in South Florida, actually, in search of the ghost orchid. And he did eventually find it, and he was eventually successful with being able to take a picture of a ghost orchid blooming. But it was an extreme challenge for him. And whenever I think about people who are obsessed with plants, I know you guys may think, oh, Seri, of course you're obsessed with plants. But I promise you, my friends, compared to people who are obsessed with ghost orchids, I am but a beginner, a humble, humble beginner in what it takes to truly be obsessed with plants. Yeah, people who are into orchids, whew. Let me know if you guys know anybody who's into orchids, because it's kind of like people who are into fish tanks. There's not really a happy medium. You're just seriously into that hobby. Alright, let's see. We'll put down some cover there. The girls really want to have more cover. Yes! Why didn't I think about this before? We should have a kapok tree that burst up through the floor of this little temple and grew through it. We're majorly improving the jaguar area. And we're going to say it's in honor of little Princess Kaliesha, who has been born and who will hopefully bring much prosperity to her family in the form of taking over her mother's den site in the future and having many healthy children of her own. We can, like, get some progress done. Ooh, definitely lily pads. Why haven't I added in the Amazon water lily pads yet? Those would be amazing to have in here. Alright, we'll put a couple down. There we go. Come on! We need to put these lily pads everywhere, actually! That makes so much sense! Because we are in the land of the golden red-eye tree frog. Of course there would be lily pad, little ponds and pools everywhere for the golden red-eye tree frog. Why didn't I think about that? Let's get over here. And we're actually going to make a little pond that comes from the drips. Ooh, we'll make a little waterfall that goes through here. Gotcha. Yes, I like this idea. We'll make a waterfall that pours down from here into here, and then we'll come out over here and fall down into a pond down here that we'll go ahead and create a deep pond. And we'll put in lily pads, because definitely we need to have spots that have the ambient frog sound thing, and that we could say that the frogs live in. Because this is the land of the golden red-eye tree frog, the royal family of golden red-eye tree frogs. I don't know why we weren't putting down these lily pads sooner. I was so excited about this idea. Let's get down in there. Alright, we'll wiggle in here. Excellent, excellent. See, this is the kind of inspiration that can strike once you spend some time just improving one of the lives of our many wonderful creatures that live here. So thank you, Princess Kaliesha. We will always remember that all of these things we're adding in are thanks to her influence. Alright. And we'll get a few more of these lily pads over here. These are no doubt spots. Oh, we should put like a little research post so that it's clear that our biologist, frog biologist Eulini, definitely would come over here in order to research all of the frogs, right? All right, there we go. That's a good one. Excellent, excellent. Let's get some lily pads over here as well. We'll have to go with some of the smaller ones because this is a very tiny little spot. But it's a tiny enough tide pool for certainly at least a few of the little tadpoles to be able to be in. There we go. And these kinds of remote little spots out in the wilds where hopefully some of the tadpoles survive are actually exactly the locations that our researchers are probably constantly searching for so that they can find the tadpoles of the royal red-eyed tree frog. Alright, let's grab this lily pad to pull it up. No, not you. The other lily pad. There we go. Up and out of the water. Excellent. And if you ever want to just really make the terrain look nice, putting down a little bit of stone where you want to have the interior of a cave is always a good idea. Intensity 100. There we go. There we go. And this will be the spot from which we will have a waterfall cascade down here into the heavy soil of this nice rich pond that I hope will be full of insects and all sorts of tasty things for our tree frogs to enjoy. Okay, so let's actually grab some nice sound devices because to complement all of this, we're going to grab the ambient speaker and put it in a couple spots for whenever anybody happens to wander over here. And we are going to play Frogs of the Jungle. Boom! Look at that. Ambient. Frogs of the Jungle. Why don't we have Frogs of the Jungle everywhere? This is literally supposed to be the land of the golden red-eyed tree frog. So of course you're going to hear frogs when you come over here too. And you're going to hear frogs when you come over here even. I really hope that's set to frogs because that's going to be a little tricky to change. Oh, it's not set to frogs yet. Alright. There we go. Alright, we'll hide that over here. Perfect. And let's grab some of the little piles of rubble. Is there a little pile of rubble or is it just the gigantic piles of rubble? There we go, little pile of rubble. Don't need anything too fancy. Just a nice broken chunk of rock. Alright, I could have sworn there was another pile of rubble that wasn't quite so big. Ah well, we'll take this very pretty set of bromeliads. There we go, I'll take that. And we'll mix that down over here. Where I should have... Does this have my ambient? Okay, yeah, it does have Frogs of the Jungle. I don't hear it just yet, but I'm sure... Just imagine this thing will have tons and tons of noise coming from it pretty soon. Oh, there we go! Yay! Frogs of the Jungle! Oh, excellent! And it looks so nice with some air plants and orchids. That's more like it, guys. All thanks to just spending a day to trying to spruce the area up for the lovely princesses who have been born into our jaguar area. Alright, we'll get a couple of these placed in. Alright, and let's go check in on them. So let's see how they're doing because, oh, this habitat definitely needs cleaned. So let's call a keeper in. But I'm really happy with the improvements we have made already. I definitely need to figure out how to fix the top of the temple so the girls will be able to come and sleep on top of the temple because that would be way too fun. And we still have a lot more improving to do since the jaguars want a lot more cover. Ooh, that's actually a nice Osei palm tree. And that is a tropical plant. We could put down a bunch of banana plants too. Osei palm. I mean, why not? These actually look really cool. There we go. See, people don't need to be too concerned. These look like the kind of... We could make a special pot so it looks like these were the kinds of palm trees that once upon a time were grown inside of garden pots for the people who used to live here when they tried to cultivate this area to make it look nice. I could totally see these having been like overgrown garden pots. Oh, that'd be so fun. There's Bengal bamboo as well, which always makes for nice cover that we could at least put down like in the back corners, but the fountain bamboo is better for that. All right, I could talk plants all day. You guys know that. I could definitely easily get distracted enough to just keep talking plants. Let me put down a couple clusters of these guys. Maybe another cluster up here? Yeah, that looks nice. Then a couple more down here. One day, in fact, soon, I hope to start streaming again on our Twitch with Planet Zoo as well. Maybe next week when the new challenge actually starts happening. And what we might do is we might go ahead and do streams where we do our Zoo Flipper episodes, where we'll come in and we'll just kind of slow down the animal aging and we'll just focus on improving some of the various exhibits and trying to take part in the challenge that will be happening that week in whatever stream zoo, like in the Nintendo Zoo, which I love so much. So if you guys also enjoy the Nintendo Zoo and you enjoy just kind of sitting back, relaxing, maybe having a nice conversation while we try to fix up and add in beautiful plants everywhere and cover the world in moss, then definitely make sure to check out our Twitch, because fingers crossed we should be having a lot more adventures there fairly shortly. Let's make sure that the jaguars can still climb across that spot. Where have my beautiful princesses gone? Now that we have added in so many gorgeous plants. Oh, this is such a big improvement for them. But now that we have added in all of the plants, it's a little tricky to find them, isn't it? Alright, let's see if we can find them. Queen Desiree, are you stuck? Queen Desiree has gotten herself stuck. I think because of this rock again. I really think that that rock causes problems. Yep. Alright, let's go ahead and remove this rock. Oh, and she can't actually get back here. Interesting. So she has a chunk of space that she cannot reach. Maybe we should make it so that she could come through this way. We should tear apart the wall. Ooh, now we're really getting fancy. And she could just climb through the center here. Oh, if only the wall is unfortunately too put together for that. So we cannot take that apart. But we'll figure out maybe how to take this area apart and let her sneak back here. No wonder they're not playing back here. Okay, guys. Wow. I know this was a little unexpected, but look, we have started to get little spots where you can hear the frogs put in. We have started to put in tons more plants. I love the idea that these palm trees actually were like escaped garden pieces from the past. And next time we will go ahead and have to take care. Okay, never mind. Nobody's protesting. Well, I was going to say take care of whatever people are protesting. But actually, next time we will have to go ahead and take care of our proper search for a new edition. I think that Royal Frog Quiet was the new edition. But we need to take part in searching for a new genetic addition to the Temple of the Frogs so that we can make sure that we keep those genes healthy and constantly flourishing. And we might even make a lake. Ooh, that would be really cool. We might even make a lake somewhere. Maybe up here? Maybe down here, and it could be a lake that reaches into a cave. Oh, that would be amazing. But we might make a lake. Ritsu is preventing other animals from breeding. Is that because she is the alpha? Wow, that's really cool. That's really cool that she can prevent that. But we might make a lake where we will put down a whole bunch of frog habitats, and we'll name those the lily pads, and we'll keep the backup frogs there so that we can really start to breed more royal tree frogs. They don't only have to be in these temples, but the number of temples we have dictates how many habitats we can have. However, the number of frogs we are able to breed will actually help us control how many expeditions we can go on. So, but alright, thank you guys so much for joining me. If you could, do please leave a like for our beautiful princess jaguars. I'm very happy with how progress on their home is coming along as time goes by. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends... Oh, where's the baby? There's the baby! But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!